to the
Last
Call
podcast. We are going to dive back into the crazy, hilarious, chaotic stories of the restaurant industry. I'm Aliana, and I'm here with the ever enthusiastic
Sydney.
And Josh. Today's episode, we're going to dive into some more interesting topics that are related to the restaurant industry that anyone that's worked in the restaurant industry will relate heavily to. And everyone who has not worked in it may learn a thing or two. We're going to talk about Server Purge Day. We're going to talk about the unwritten rules that everyone knows but no one talks about. And we're going to talk about the effort, the attempt to have a work-life balance.
All right, first thing we're going to talk about is the Server Purge Day. I'm talking this day like you can do anything. No rules, no consequences, no write-ups, no bosses yelling, customers can't complain. Nothing.
Carte blanche.
What'd you say? Okay. What's the first thing you would do?
I would say if I had a rude table, I would definitely be rude back.
Yeah.
I would definitely let my face talk, because usually you don't, like if someone's rude, I don't show my face. I'm like, okay. But I'd be like, what?
Yeah.
Or I'd be like, don't even do that. Or like, I'd say something for sure.
I'd be just super sarcastic. Like, I'd be like, hi, my name is Sydney. I'm here. Diet Pepsi. No, but close.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
Like, just some, like, bullshit.
Yeah. I would find, like, it's really petty, but, like, someone that's always driven me crazy. Not just, like a rude table also, but, like, what's really driven me crazy and just, like, tell them how, like, annoying they've been. Like,
yeah.
This is so annoying. Stop doing it.
Like, literally. I saw that a table didn't tip me, I would be like, so you're not going to tip me? Or I'd be like, they didn't tip me. I would call them out for sure.
Call them out to, like, the whole restaurant. Yeah. Be like, hey, these people didn't tip me.
I'd be like, they didn't even tip me. Like, just say it, like, across the room. I would do it. I thought about it a couple times. Like, on a big top, if they didn't tip me, I'd be like, they didn't tip me in my head, but I would call them out if I could.
Yeah.
Or if somebody, like, shook their glass at me, I'd be like, can we use our words?
Yeah.
I'd be like, 10-minute timeout for you.
No, you're done. You're done.
In this hypothetical purge day, what would happen, do you think? Like, would anyone do their, like, side work? Would dishes get cleaned or anything? Or,
no, it'd
like...
be pure chaos.
It would be.
It'd be insane chaos. Have you seen that, restaurant where they can be?
Yeah.
I don't know what state it's in, but I love it.
They're like,
so
purposely
mean.
rude.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Oh,
they're like,
is it
all right,
called
big
dicks?
head.
I think it is called
Yeah.
dicks.
Yeah, and they put the bag over your head.
Yeah, because they, like, write something on it.
My feelings would definitely get hurt.
Oh,
probably.
same.
Like, if they put something on my bag, I'd be like, oh, no.
And I'd be like, are you serious?
I know.
I know this is part of
I
your job.
feel like
Are
part
you
of it
for
would be
real?
serious.
Right?
Part of it's real, right?
It is.
I
like,
mean,
especially
thought
when
come up with it.
Right. Especially if it was, like, a physical thing, I'd be like, do you really think so?
I don't know. Take
I'm
it off.
leaving. I
Go
know I
away.
paid to
I'm
come
leaving.
here.
Oh.
I would be like, I'm taking this shot instead of you.
Right.
Be drunk by the end of the day.
I would take all their drinks.
Actually, I think I deserve this more than you.
If you had to deal with yourself, you'd want this too.
Right.
Oh, no.
Oh, shit.
Damn.
Backfire. Or if they complain about their food being cold, like, what would you say? What if
I'll go put it in the microwave, I guess, for a little bit.
Right?
No. What are some things that you wouldn't do? Like, they're like, I can't do that even if, like, I had free will. Because you just feel bad.
Probably touching their food.
I was going to say, that would be mine. I wouldn't touch their food.
Yeah, no.
I didn't want tomatoes on there. Oh, okay.
Stop.
Oh my gosh. Have you seen those TikTok videos where it's like, I didn't ask for ice, and they put their hand and like do that?
Like, my bad.
Right? Oh, that's a good video to make.
Or this doesn't taste good. It takes a sip. Tastes fine to me.
I
Yeah.
don't know what you're talking about.
I feel like on a purge day, though, if everyone else was like rude, like the servers, I would still have a little part of me and be like, oh, I'm so sorry. Or like, you know.
No, I'd low-key
Right,
still
yeah.
like be... I feel like I'd still take really good care of people. I'd just be a little more
Well,
like...
I mean, you
Yeah.
think about it. Most people are pretty nice. Like, most
I was gonna
tables
say,
are
very
pretty
few
cool.
are like
It's
that.
just those few that I'd be like,
Yeah.
are you serious? So it'd honestly be kind of a normal day for the most part. Alright, topic 2. If you worked in the service industry long enough, or you've even, like, you know people in it, there's all these, like, unwritten, unspoken rules that everybody knows, but nobody has to really say out loud. So we're going to talk about some of those. and what we think about it.
I'd say a customer unwritten rule, which I feel like not everyone knows, is being patient during really busy hours.
That's true.
You come in at 7:30 on a Friday night, don't be mad your food is taking a little bit longer than when you came in on a 2 p.m. on a Tuesday when no one was in the restaurant.
That's true.
Yeah.
I mean, you just gotta be a little extra patient. Busy
And
hours are just crazy.
And if you see us running around, we're obviously not just not doing our jobs. We just have a lot on our plates. So being patient
is key.
And if my arms are completely full of stuff, I will come back and check on you. Don't grab me at that exact second. I will be back. Yes.
Ma'am. No.
And then you have to turn so they don't see the dishes.
That I do. I do that. I don't want that to be at your table.
I'm not standing there with the dishes in front.
Because that's gross.
Yeah. So server one is don't mess with another server's section. Because I personally don't like when, let me know if I got sat. Don't just go to my table right away. Just be hey, you got sat with 2. I'll be okay, I'll be right there. But if you go to my table and then I don't know, it's just I want to greet them.
Yeah.
And I want them to know who I am. And then after I go to them, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. I agree. In our restaurant, we do have a lot of team greets though.
Yeah.
Because it's supposed to be a 30-second greet time, so tables are greeted all the time.
Yeah.
By other people, but I do agree. I like being the one to go up to my tables and be hey, I'm gonna be taking care of you. Because you just one, you can script how you want,
right?
And then 2, you immediately start getting to know them rather than being oh hey, hopping in now.
Right.
By the way, I'm actually your server, not that person.
Well, today actually I greeted a table for somebody because she was in the back, and when she went over there to take over the table, they were where'd the other girl go? Did she get tired of us? Did we make her mad?
Oh.
And my coworker was no, I mean not. She was just helping me out. I was taking care of you from the beginning.
Yeah. And
they're oh, okay. So it's
I always try to make sure they know. Be I will not be your server, but so and so will be over here in just a second.
Yeah. I even said that, but I don't think they were listening. They were looking at the drink menu. But
that's fair. It's more important things.
Yeah, be I'm grabbing your drinks for whoever. She'll be your server. That's what I say.
Yeah. Usually it goes pretty well, but there's sometimes that people get really confused on if people switch, especially during shift change. If it switches, people do not. They're where did the other one
go? Yeah.
They leave. They hate me.
Usually that shift change, a lot of the people will give me their tables when I get there. So then I'll be hey guys, I'm your server now. If you need anything, let me know. And they're what happened? Sometimes they'll be okay, or they'll be where's the other girl or whatever, Yeah. I'm oh, she left.
That kind of back to what I said about the busy hours. Also, if you come in that between morning and dinner, there's probably shift change going on. So, someone will be with you in a second, but sometimes you have to kind of get your bearings. Where am I going? What am I doing?
Who's new? Who's not new?
Yeah.
Who do I need to go to immediately?
Yeah.
One topic that I will bring up is understanding alcohol rules and how they differ between restaurants. There for a while, Able was really strict, so we had to check everybody's ID regardless of age, and a lot of people got mad and yelled at us and just did not take it well, and that's just our job. We have to. I'm not gonna risk my liquor license because you don't want to be ID'd. You just have to take it.
They could be a part of the sting. Is it called sting? Sting operation.
Yeah. And that's how fast you get fired, fined, and you get blacklisted from being hired at other serving restaurants. I'm not risking that because you don't want me to ID you, Becky.
Let me just see that date of birth, Becky.
Right. And expiration date. That's all I need. And to make sure you look like your actual picture.
Right.
But that and only being able to have 2 drinks in front of you at one time. I know during happy hour you want to order 3 drinks at once, but I legally can't give you 3 drinks at once. No, and I need you to just not hate me for it.
We do what up to the legal limit. We can't go over that.
I will push boundaries as far as I can. Trust me.
Over the legal limit? Have you guys seen that video?
No.
Oh. It's funny. I'll have to show you guys later.
When people come in and they're I had this drink at another restaurant. I don't really remember. It was green. I'm okay, what was it? I don't know. You think you can make it? You've given me 0 information. It's from a different restaurant. Not everything is... We don't know every drink off of the color, believe it or not.
Also, drinks are different at every place. Amaretto sours are not... are most of the time just amaretto and sweet and sour, but sometimes they're more complicated. And so, if you want it a certain way, say that. Becky, you're getting on my nerves.
Not Becky again.
Give Becky a break.
What did Becky do to you?
Becky did so much to me. Server Purge Day, I'm coming for Becky.
Check the ID, her name too. Oh, Becky.
Oh, so it's Becky. Okay.
Somebody named Becky watching this and be like,
what did I do?
don't overstay your welcome. I get it. You're there to hang out and talk to people. That's fine, you know. You start pushing 3.5 hours, even, you know, less than that, but I'll give you the benefit of the doubt. But, like, if your server is clearly done with their shift, they're just waiting for you to leave, if the whole restaurant's empty, you're the only one still in there, like, just kind of look around once in a while. Like, I get it, you're in conversation, but other people are trying to...
Or even if you stay, at least offer to be like, can I tab out so you can, like, do your cash out or, like, take your next step to getting off.
I've checked on you 5 times in the last 10 minutes because I want to leave. I know you're good, but...
I'm aware.
Like, please be self-aware yourself.
Yeah.
Self-awareness, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't want to come up and be like, hey, tab out. But, like, if it comes down to it, I will. Like, if I'm like, hey, I gotta leave. And most people are like, oh, I'm so sorry.
Yeah, most people are pretty understanding. Like, but there are a few that are like, I'd rather not have 2 charges on my card.
Right.
Like, well... your tab's $100 and I've had you for 3 hours. I don't want to just pass you off.
And sometimes they stay so long and the tip's not even worth it. Like, I stayed, like, sometimes you might even stay for the table thinking they're going to tip good and they don't. And you're like, why did I stay?
You're like, I stayed an extra hour for this?
Yeah.
I've done that. I've stayed 2 extra hours for a big top one time. It was worth it though.
Okay,
so.
yeah, that's good.
But sometimes it's not.
I do really like when people, like, are sitting and they ask, they're like, we're going to be here a while. Like, are we taking up, like, do you need this booth? Or, like, need this table or whatever, and, like...
Or when they do notice it gets busy, they're like, hey, we'll tab out so, like, you can have this booth back.
Yeah.
I'm like, I could kiss you on the forehead.
Kiss you on the forehead.
Becky.
You're safe from Purge Day.
Yeah, I'll remember you during that. Never letting your guests see that you're frustrated, because they'll immediately take it that you're frustrated at them. Because they don't... I mean, they're there to have their experience, so they're not going to be like, oh, she's probably frustrated because her... ticket time's at 30 minutes and this table's food got messed up and this alcohol drink didn't come out quick. So, like, don't. Just try to keep a smile on your face.
They're just there to enjoy their garlic parmesan.
The garlic parm!
If you're, like, flustered too. Did you say flustered?
I said upset. But
yeah, like, if you're, like, chaotic to yourself, like, you don't want them to see that because then they're gonna be like, oh, is she okay? Or, like, they're gonna think, like, oh, is she gonna get our stuff wrong?
Right.
And I don't want them to think, like, I don't know what I'm doing. But I'm just, like, in a little mix right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Sometimes you got a list of 10 things you gotta do, but you just gotta keep that.
Table 4 has no idea that you have a list of 25 things.
That's right.
They're just there to enjoy their chocolate parm.
Chocolate parm?
That'd be crazy.
Chicken parm.
Yeah, you gotta treat every guest like they're your most important one.
Well, that and, like, you have to realize that they're just there to have their own experience. They're not even aware that...
Yeah.
I mean, they are aware that you have other tables, but, like...
They're not, like, watching... Where they shouldn't be watching you, like...
They're there to get service from you.
Please don't watch me go to all my tables.
Literally. I'll go down the line.
I do.
Me
I'm
too.
Like, are you guys good? Are you guys... They see me coming.
Oh,
and they're already nodding before I get to them, and I'm like, okay.
Yeah. Okay,
so our third and final topic is going to be balancing work-life balance. Balancing work-life balance? Whatever. So the restaurant industry is not your typical 9-to-5 job. Shifts are very unpredictable. Hours are really long. Days off are not guaranteed all the time. So how do you balance days off or, like, making time for yourself, for your significant other, for your kids if you have kids, for family members, friends, activities you enjoy? Or do you just say, screw it, I'm going to live at the restaurant?
So, like, you can't even make plans without looking at your schedule first. Like, you can't say yes.
Right.
You have to be like, oh, let me check.
Or if your schedule's not out, you're like, oh, I can tell you when our schedule gets posted.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, it changes week to week, so.
And it could be last minute posted, too.
Ours, yeah.
Yeah, like
Ours
the day
me
before,
too,
like, it starts,
Yeah, I'm like, bro, I work tomorrow, you barely posted that?
Yeah.
Like,
I didn't even get a 24-hour notice.
right? What if I had plans?
I work in 13 hours? Okay, cool.
Solid.
I just got drunk tonight and I work in the morning.
Oh, shit.
Oh, gosh.
Well, I was gonna say also, like, I feel like it's one of the few jobs, maybe there's other ones, I don't know, but does not like have an end time. Like there's an end time, but not really. Like
you have an end time, so like you're scheduled at 3:30, 4:30, but you don't know. Like my mom has a, hey mom, my mom has a really hard time understanding that. She's like, "What time are you getting off?" And I'm like, I don't know, maybe around 3. She's like, "What do you mean maybe?" And I'm like, "Maybe around 3." I don't know.
That was funny.
Because I'm like, I could be out at 2:30 if it's dead. Or I could be there until 5 if it gets busy and I have to stay and help.
Yep.
I literally don't know.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard.
That was me last night because I was scheduled to work 4 to 8 last night, and I was planning to go out with these two, but I was there till 11:30.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Like I was expecting to leave at 8, but no. It was still busy. I had all the side work to do still. I still had to help clean. Like I couldn't just up and leave. So
yeah. It's also hard to just like accept that because most jobs, I feel like, maybe not, are like 9 to 5. You get off at 5, maybe 5:30, but like you're pretty off by 5, and then you start your day again later. Your schedule's so all over the place in the restaurant industry. Like you could close and then open, and then close, and then open. Like it just, yeah.
a clopin.
Yeah,
Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
Clopin or the dead?
Clopins are horrible. Especially if it's like your restaurant's open late.
Mm-hmm.
Bro.
To like 12, and then you open. You have to be there at like 10.
Yeah.
Yes.
You leave and you're like, all right, well, I'll see this building in 8 hours.
I saw
Literally.
this TikTok and it said when you're closing but you open, she spreads the linen out and just
I
lays
saw
down in
that.
the booth.
She put the bar mat over her.
She said, honestly, that's
how it feels.
Yes.
That's how it feels.
So, what do you guys do to balance it? How do you balance? Do you balance?
Yeah.
I worked all day before that, so I was like, I want to have some fun, so kind of just had to sacrifice.
Sacrificing sleep is my biggest problem because I will just stay up. I'm like, well, I haven't had like I also like time for myself. So like, I'll be like, oh, I'll just stay up until 3, 4, just so like I can have time for me. But then I'm exhausted the whole next day and then I close. Mm-hmm. So it's a never ending cycle that sucks.
Yeah.
And then it sucks too, like, if you get off work, like, you just can't go to sleep.
Yeah.
Like, even if you're laying in bed, like, you just cannot. Like,
No, yeah.
What's your wind down? Like, how do you wind down from a shift?
I take a shower, lay down, doom scroll.
Doom scroll.
That's about it, honestly. There's nothing else I could do. I mean, I could drink some tea maybe, or, but I'm just not like that, so.
You get some tea and make
like, or I could take, the pills.
The melatonin.
The melatonin.
Yeah.
I never tried it.
That doesn't work for me.
Really?
I
don't know if it works for me or not. I've never tried it.
I used to watch TV, but that I started just not sleeping because I just started watching.
Yeah, and you get into it.
Yeah, so I started just going to scrolling, like you said.
I get home, take a shower, take off my makeup, usually in silence.
No music, yeah, for real.
Yeah, and then I'll take my actual glasses off and put on my blue light glasses because you gotta, protect your eyes. And then I will say that I'm gonna be productive and read, and then I get on my phone.
Reading would be good though, because
Reading
like you
would,
might get tired
yeah.
like from reading. You'd be like falling asleep mid.
I will say the amount of times I've scrolled and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna scroll for 10 more minutes. Then I'll plug my phone and go to sleep. And I fall asleep and forget to plug my phone. And I wake up, it's like 3%. I'm like, oh! One video is playing over and over and over and over again.
Give them all them views.
Oh my gosh, I went viral overnight.
There was one time I was watching a video, and I don't remember. I fell asleep, ended up sending it to somebody, and sent just like laughing face, like 35 laughing faces in a row. And they called.
In
and they
your
were
sleep?
like, "Yes," while I was asleep. And they called me like, "Are you drunk?" And I was like, "No, like I'm asleep." And they're like, why did you send me that with so many laughing faces? And it was a video, I think it was in like another language or something. I don't know how I got to it.
No.
I don't know what happened. It was...
That's when you know it's late.
No,
yeah.
literally.
It was
Are
bad.
you the type of people to set one alarm or do you set multiple alarms?
So many alarms.
I'm like 10.
10?
Yeah.
Okay, me too. I do it either depending on... So if I have to leave at 8:15 to get there by 8:30, hypothetically, I'll do 8:15 just in case I oversleep and I'm panicking. 8:10, 8:05, 8, 7:55, 7:50, 7:45.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm worse than that.
Really?
I'll do 7:45, 7:50, 7:55, 7:58, 8, 8:02, 8:05, 8:07.
Yeah.
It's like 2-minute increments.
That's funny.
Listen, I will be awake.
Sometimes I do that. It'll have like 5 minutes, but then when it's getting closer to that time, I'll be like, okay, 8:57. We'll do 8.
Don't run, 8:57.
Yeah, like
No,
what?
I feel that.
I need that extra 2 minutes.
Hey,
Do you
sometimes
also?
it changes.
Does
It
your
depends.
alarm go off? And sometimes you're like, no, 3 more minutes. Can you set her?
Yeah. Like, why do I do that? Like, I could have just got up. And
Literally, it makes no
No,
difference.
no, it
like-
does. It does. I'm convinced it does. I'm convinced it
But
helps.
then, like, you get mad when it comes on because it wasn't even that long.
Right, you're like, I just closed my eyes.
Yeah, literally, I'm like, oh,
My
wasn't
s-
even worth it.
I stopped because I did that once and slept for another 35 minutes. I was like,
Oh, that's when the panic hit.
No, the panic when you wake up like and you slept through alarms.
Dude, you'll never move faster in
No,
life.
you've never seen me more speedy than right then.
Literally.
I'll get dressed, brush my teeth, and put gel in my hair
4
in
minutes.
34 seconds.
Yeah, right?
34 seconds is
Oh my
crazy.
gosh.
What is one thing that you like look forward to doing when you get off, or like look forward to doing on your days off, like a hobby or not a hobby? Because I don't have any hobbies.
So my hobby is volleyball, actually. So I go based off, like, my days off. But sometimes I'll pick up so then I don't have volleyball. But when I do have days off, I go to volleyball. And then I'll try to go out to eat or something, hang out with my friends for a little bit, and see my family. Because honestly, I don't see them that often.
That's fair.
I don't see mine either.
Yeah, so I just try to do that.
That's fair.
I've tried to get better, kind of back to, the topic we've been on, the work-life balance, is before like 2 weeks ago, I just recently started this. My days off were like, I'd try to go to the gym, do something like that, but then it'd just be like, sit there, like play video games, do nothing all day. Now I like try to hang out with a friend or like try to go get food, try to at least clean one of the days, like.
That's what I try to do. I try to be like productive one day and then like let myself not be productive the other day and like enjoy the day off.
Yeah.
It doesn't always work, but I try.
I feel like with the hang out with friends, I'm trying to get better at because our job is so much like interacting with people. I'm like, sometimes on my days off, I'm like, I don't want to see anybody. I just want to
Like, you just want to be at home.
Yeah.
Just do nothing.
Then you feel bad like if you don't hang out with them or like you take the time for yourself and like you're alone, then you're like when you're at work, you're like, ugh, I wish I was hanging out with my friends.
Yes.
Or like if they do something while you're at work, you're like, ugh, I wish I
FOMO.
would have hung out. Yes, FOMO's real.
It
when
is
you
real.
close, because not all of my friends, obviously, you guys don't work mornings, but some of my friends have like all morning jobs, so they'll go out on a Wednesday night, and I'm at the restaurant, and I'm like,
They're like, when I get happy hour, I'm like, I'm working happy hour.
I am the happy hour.
I am the happy
I
hour.
am happy hour. Ugh.
That's what sucks too, is like we work the weekends because that's like money time.
Yeah,
But like 9 to 5 jobs, they have all the time to go out at the nights.
yeah. And I know like they have to go to bed earlier, but like
Yeah.
it's still like you have what 5 to 10.
Yeah.
So it's still 5 hours where I feel like closing or like working the night shift, the morning just goes by so fast at night.
I worked at 2 the other day, and I was like, cool. Like, all some time, day flew by. Like, I was like,
Yeah.
I was able to do like a quarter of the things I wanted to do. I was like, I don't know where it went.
Did you guys ever go through a phase where like you put in so much extra time to where you were like, all right, I need boundaries. I need time for myself.
Not so much right now because they have like, they're like no at some days. Like, we have too many people. Because our restaurant is small, so you can't have like more than 4.
Oh, really? Wow.
Really? Oh, wow.
Unless the patio's open. Usually there's 3 or 2 of us and the bartender. But so right now, like, they'll be like, no, like, we already have too many people. But at the Bees, like, I was working all the days, like literally every day. But I was like, oh, I love it, cause
Yeah.
cause I was making good money.
I was gonna say,
I was
yeah,
able.
bank account growing.
Yeah, I had money to go do things and buy all this stuff. So like, I was like, yeah,
It's hard not to want to just work every day because like you do make money.
yeah.
Like you're like, okay, I can make money and have money for this and then go do this, but then you don't have time to do any
go
of
do
that.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh
exactly.
wait, no, I worked 4 doubles this week. When I first started the job I'm currently at, I didn't have very much money, so I was working all the time. I think I was easily at 70 hours a week, probably closer to like
Oof.
80. Like, it was
70 hours.
4 or 5
Yeah,
doubles
right?
a
Well,
week. It was
it's
crazy.
crazy.
And I got to the point where I told my manager, I was like, I have to stop because I'm going to hate this place. I'm gonna hate myself. I'm gonna hate everything. If
Well,
I
you know
keep
the
doing
restaurant
this,
industry eats it up too. Like, you want 7 shifts this week?
Right?
You want 10? Done.
They don't
It's
care.
because overtime's so little because we make
$2.13 an hour.
no money.
Yeah.
Well, have you ever thought about it? So time and a half for us is literally like $3.50. I can't believe you made $6.90.
Dude, yeah. $6.90. I was looking at my old pay stubs or something like that.
Bang,
$6.90, bro. I was
Did you
making
actually get paychecks?
Yeah, I did.
like
I was making at least 300, and then sometime I think like the highest was like 350.
that's
Plus my
like,
tips,
I was gonna say on top of your tips.
That's
really
impressive
good.
though.
Yeah.
For making that
Like
on
220, 200. That's also why I work so much over there too, because I was getting the paycheck and my tips. So
So you did have money.
I
So it
did.
actually worked.
And then I
yeah.
moved here and I'm broke.
But you can also work about 5 extra
Five,
shifts right
yeah.
before you leave, and
You could double for the 4 days leading up to you leaving,
Yeah.
and probably make up what you missed while you were gone.
yeah.
Yeah.
And there's definitely pros and cons. Like, people are in it for a reason. People stay in it for a reason. So
Summertime helps so much
yes,
because like if you work mornings, which I work 3 mornings right now, so I get off and it's light for still 5 more hours versus in the winter it's light for like an hour and a half
or dark.
Yeah.
or dark already.
If, like, depending on what time you get off.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
you can get off at what during the winter it's like 7 and it'll be dark.
Earlier. It gets dark at like 5:30 in the winter.
Clearly,
True.
I don't pay attention.
It is like 5. And I'm like,
That's
dang, it's
horrible.
only 5 and it's already dark outside.
Yeah. And once it's dark, I feel like meh.
I'm going
The
to
night
I'm not doing anything.
That's all the topics that we have for today.
We'll see you next time, next Sunday.
Like
Sunday.
and subscribe and
follow.
share with your friends.
Share, follow.
Send in stories,
Yes.
comment, tell us what you want to see.
So long.
Thank you.
Bye.